Alright, this one says functions f and g are defined by f of x equals 4x and g of x equals x squared. For what value of x does f of x minus g of x equal 4? Okay, this is called function notation. This is something you should have learned in freshman year. Okay, writing this as f of x or g of x means that this is a function. That writing it in that notation tells you this is a function. It passes the vertical line test. There's no repeaters in the domain. All the things that you know about functions is true. Okay, but in this case, we're just saying take the function f of x and subtract g of x. Well, that means take 4x and subtract x squared. Okay. Alright, so f of x would be 4x minus g of x, which we said was x squared, equals 4. Alright, if you know how to factor, some of you factored last year, you'll definitely factor next year in Algebra 2. Okay? If you know how to factor, you would move the 4 over and factor. Okay? If you don't remember how to factor, or if you just weren't taught how to factor last year, then you can plug in these answers one by one and see if it works. So let's plug in negative 2. 4 times negative 2 minus negative 2 squared. If it equals 4, then it is the answer. If it equals something else, then it's not. So 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 2 squared, a negative times a negative is a positive 4. So this subtraction came from here. Negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12, which does not equal 4. So the answer is not A. So do the same thing for B. So we'll have 4 times negative 1 minus negative 1 squared. Okay, so negative 1 squared is 1. Bring down your minus. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5, which does not equal 4. So the answer is not B. Alright, then try C. So we'll have 4 times 1 minus 1 squared. 1 squared would be 1. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3, which is not equal to 4. Alright, and then hopefully the answer is D, which is 2. So 4 times 2 minus 2 squared. 2 squared would be 4. 4 times 2 would be 8. 8 minus 4 would be 4. 4 does equal 4, so the answer would be D as in dog. You were supposed to solve this by factoring. Okay, that's what they wanted you to do. Okay, but this is the calculator section of the SAT. So you would have a calculator, so you could plug in and do all this PEMDAS work with a calculator pretty fast and easily. So you can always plug the answers in and get and see which one matches. Okay, which for a lot of you is going to be easier than factoring.